Okay guys, we've just walked into somewhere that looks like Scandinavia. It's a really odd place. I don't understand what's going on. And I'm here with Csenge. How you doing?
Good, thank you.
You're good? We have been walking together now for, I don't know, 6 hours, I think, maybe. We left at 7:45 this morning from our hostel where we met yesterday evening. And now we're walking to Vigo. And it's my first day out after 3 days. As you all know, my feet have been battered. And Csenge has kindly walking me to Vigo, which is nice, in my new shoes. So we've been talking about her reasons for doing the pilgrimage. We might be going up and down some hills, so we might be a bit out of breath. As you can see, it's slightly different to some of the other interviews I've done, which has been on the flat and in the forests. Now we're in this cool little village. And what's weird is that there's no one really around. And as I say that, there's a van coming. So, so we will start in a minute after this passes by. So Csenge, yeah, we talked briefly about your reasons for doing the Camino. I don't know how much you want to share on the camera, but it'd be interesting to know, what is your reason for doing this one?
For me, when I first heard of it was through my yoga teacher, and she really inspired me to come on this journey because so far the experiences I shared with her, she really is a person I resonate with, and she said it was a transformative experience and that everyone should go, ideally in October when the sun is not so hot.
Ah, that's good.
And so I thought this might be the time for me, and I don't really have a strong why. I just felt a strange pulling towards this experience, and then once I booked some holidays for this time of the year, I knew it's time to do the Camino this year. I'm very happy I could squeeze it into this year, and I won't do it next year. I want to do another one next year. And so I just felt I need to do it somehow, the urge to be here and walk this way.
Nice. So Czenge's from Hungary originally.
Yes.
And you now live in Vienna.
That's correct.
So as you can see, we're meeting people from all over the world, which is beautiful. If you don't mind me sharing your age.
Yeah, so good. I'm 26.
She's 26. And I think you're going through some really interesting things. 26 is quite an interesting age. It's like you're just starting in the system after university. Yeah. So it's a really good time to come out, find yourself, understand a bit more as well. And what's been great, you've been doing this differently. And it's really been great today. We did some breath work on top of that mountain.
We did, yeah.
So tell me a bit about that. Why have you implemented that into your kind of Camino routine?
I'm trying to do it at least once a day, 10 minutes or so, and I follow guided breathworks. Also working with different breathing techniques like fire breath, power breathing, breath retention, and all of those things combined into guided experiences. And I noticed that the whole experience changes upside down once you do breathwork. Your perception of reality just widens up. You get a crazy natural high, and you're way more tuned to your environment. And also it really calms my nervous system. So if there's any tension in my body or just mentally I'm in a down spiral, then it can snap me out of that.
I thought it was amazing. We did 10 minutes and then we followed it by a meditation. And it's so good, like doing that I think about halfway through. And I felt it kind of grounds you more into the experience. Because what I've been finding recently with some other people that I've been walking with is that we're charging, we're going so fast. And with you, it's just...
I'm slow.
You're not slow, but you're mindful. And this is what I'm trying to find, right? The balance between going too fast and too slow. You just want to be able to do it at the right pace. How do you manage to... Because I know you mentioned you're a marathon runner, you like competitive sports, and you said that you were finding it sometimes quite difficult to not be competitive.
Yeah.
How have you found yourself balancing that?
I think I have two modes, either the relaxed or either the athlete that's competing, and keep reminding myself every day that I'm here on holiday. This is supposed to be a restorative experience. There's no one else to beat, no pace to hit. There's an end goal every day and an overarching goal as well, but there's no rushing really. So whenever I find myself picking up the pace or chasing another pilgrim, I need to remind myself that, have I noticed the things around me really, so that it's been helping me on the path.
Yeah. Interesting. And compared to your running, because I know you really like that, you've got a marathon booked next year, isn't it?
Yeah.
How does this feel compared to like, have you run a race before?
Yeah.
Yeah, how does it feel compared to, obviously we haven't finished this, but I guess each day is a little bit like a race. What would you
I
say?
think people underestimate a bit the physical aspect of it. If you're someone like me who is bound to overpack, you do overpack and you find yourself on the third day and the fourth day, the backpack start to feel heavier. It might feel light on the first day, but 4 or 5 days in, you really start to feel that weight. So
Absolutely.
it gets heavy. I think every day feels a bit like running a half marathon. You're tired by the end of it. You do get a bit tired, but I think the rest is really restorative because you're just so tired. There's nothing else you can do except fall asleep and recover.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, we met a guy at the hostel yesterday who was really struggling. So he actually posted back, I think it was like 3 kilos or something, back to his hometown because he just couldn't carry it anymore. So yeah, I've been talking about it a lot, about the weight that we carry, and metaphorically it also comes down with the emotional weight we carry, right? And we're trying to let all of it go. So I've reduced my weight down on my bag by maybe 4 kilos. I'm not carrying as much water because you know that there's water stations along the way, and the infrastructure is just brilliant, isn't it, on this route? Like you really don't need much, which is amazing. And then you mentioned that we were talking earlier about the type of people in your life that would like to do this. If you were to, I don't think the right word is to sell, but to, I guess, talk to somebody else about the experience, what would you say is like the key points, the benefits to doing something like this?
I think by being in a completely different environment than your home and doing nothing except for walking, thinking about shelter and food and water, there's really nothing else that you have to worry about. So by doing the walk, you're in this motion, almost a meditative state of walking one step after another, and it's really a good place for your thoughts to resurface that you've been suppressing for a long time, maybe without you knowing about it. They come up whether you like it or not, and you have to get through some stuff and think through some stuff, but it's also you let go of so many things along the way. So I really would recommend it to anyone. And your life doesn't have to be in crisis to do it. You might just really enjoy walking and want to explore, want to look at Portugal and Spain, then come and do it. And it's probably the best thing you can do as a holiday experience.
Yeah. And as you know, I've been having serious issues with my feet because of my silly decision to wear Vigo barefoot shoes. Although they're amazing shoes, not for this because of the weight of the bag. You mentioned that you have never even had a blister yet on this journey.
The first one is coming today.
First one's coming today. So that's pretty good. You've been going, what, 7 days or something? A week?
I do have a few recommendations on that.
That's what I was going to ask, yeah.
Definitely try to buy shoes that are larger than your feet. So my natural size is 41, but my trail running shoes that I'm wearing are 42.5. Because as you walk along in the heat, your feet will swell, you hold onto a lot of water. So you just have to upsize. Just like if you're a runner and you're competing, you know to always buy larger shoes.
Yeah.
And try to get a trusted brand. Running shoes are great. You don't have to go all the way with the thick boots because the weather is really nice and there's not so many crazy hills to climb, really.
That's true. Yeah. Perfect. Well, thanks, Csenge, for all of your advice and discussing your reasons. I really do appreciate it. And me and Csenge are just going to be going to Vigo now. I think we've got about 6 kilometers left. So I think today's going to be about 25 kilometers. And thanks to her, my feet are still good. The breaks along the way this time has been really good. I think the pace we've done today has been excellent. And we've managed to stop a few times, sit, have some food, relax, and I think that's also something for everyone to take into consideration. If you're doing the Camino, take it slow.
Use the resting spots.
Use the resting spots, absolutely. We had a really good sandwich today, and that's going to get us to the end. The only thing, which is quite funny, I haven't booked my accommodation. Chenge's got hers, but now hopefully it is first come, first serve. We're quite concerned because we haven't seen any other pilgrims today. So we don't understand where everybody is. We think they might have gone the coastal route and we've got a slightly different uphill one. So yeah, let's see what happens, but I'll obviously let you guys know. Cool, let's have a look where we're going now. See you guys later.